Hey, all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly value, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey, everybody, how are we doing today? Are we doing well today? Hopefully everybody is doing okay, because we got so much to talk about. Thank you so much, Ty Box, and said blessings. India Arie is smart enough to know when you keep it classy as a woman, you garner a different level of respect across the board. You definitely do. Thank you so much for kicking off the contribution. Okay. Because we definitely have got to go ahead and cook. We got to go ahead and cook. Because I'm going to read the article and then I'm going to show you the Instagram post with people's comments. Okay. Thank you so much, Dale, for the super chat. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you all for your contributions. Okay. So what we talking about, what we are referring to, okay, at the Essence Fest, okay, they, Meg Thee Stallion was one of the headliners at the Essence Fest. And I do believe Janelle Monae was also at the Essence Fest or what have you, okay? And Meg Thee Stallion, I mean, we know she do the raunchy music. We know she twerk, blah, 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 blah. But she went a couple of steps further and she started inviting some younger women from the audience to get onto the stage to start twerking, okay? And I do not know what is the obsession with Black women and twerking. Like, it's pathological at this point. Because y'all will go anywhere. Like, y'all will do this anywhere for any reason. It don't matter the occasion. You will do it in front of kids. You will do it in front of your grandma. You would do it at the slave quarters in Africa. Like, I do not understand the pathological obsession with twerking. I am too mad at whoever thought up twerking. Because at first it was like, oh, okay. Little raunchy dance. We've always had raunchy dances. Each generation has a couple of raunchy dances that they do. Okay. But it's like there's a pathology attached to it. Because we had the little dances in the 90s that we did, but we didn't do it everywhere. We had it, that was for house parties and clubs and stuff like that, where everybody was dancing like that. But when we came to the family gathering, when we came to the family reunion, the little family cookout, we didn't do that. And any of the young chicks or whatever, or the young men that started dancing too, you know what I'm saying, like it was too sexual or it was too inappropriate, with the elders of the family would stop them from doing it. Like, nah, we can't do that. So anyway, thank you, Colin's Crypto. So I bet the Kiki has more mainstream success as she get more out of pocket. White supremacy in action. Kiki been low for a decade, plus she's about to be mainstream. Exactly. So at the Essence Fest, Meg Thee Stallion was doing too much. From the comments of people who had actually attended and were there that evening, they said a lot of the kind of middle-aged older females like kind of walked out because as far as we've always known, the Essence Fest has not been a twerk fest. It's not BET. It's not MTV. It's for the India Aries and the neo soul and Erykah Badu music, and it's for that kind of music. So you will get women my age, you get women in their later 30s, you get women even in their 50s and 60s that have a tendency to enjoy the Essence Fest. You know, they'll have Lettucey and stuff like that, you know, at the Essence Fest. I've never been, but I know what kind of music they usually headline, right? And it go on for a couple of days. And then, you know, it is what it is. It's more about the music. It's more about the, you know, than it is about the twerking and the over-sexualization. So India Arie made a response to a post that Essence put up there of Meg Thee Stallion. So what we're going to do is we're going to read the article so that you can get an understanding of what India Arie actually said. And then we're going to watch a small clip, very short. So without further ado, let me go ahead. I'm going to share the screen here. All right. India Arie faces backlash after dissing Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monae for being too suggestive. Okay. Which she didn't diss anybody, but whatever. Let me see if I can make it just a little bit bigger. Okay. So just reading, India Arie is facing some backlash after blasting Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monae for showing too much skin. The 4-time Grammy winner expressed her thoughts when she commented on a video of Monae and Meg Thee Stallion performing together at the Essence Fest. The video, first posted to Essence Instagram account, shows 28-year-old rapper twerking on stage with a large group of fans from the audience while Monae stands nearby hyping up the performance. Hot Girl Boot Camp was in full effect last night. It's Janelle Monae with the encouragement for us. Okay. So this is Janelle. And this is all of them on here twerking or whatever. Actually, I don't want to play the sound, but y'all get it. Okay. In any case, Arie took issue with the latest video as well as other previous performances from the artist. The issue is what is context. This is what she said. The issue is what is context. Humanity does everything, but does everything belong on a stage? No. Is everything for kids? No. Is everything for everybody? Arie wrote, no. So when we as a culture make something like this mainstream, it shows a lack of discretion and discernment. To those in the comments who laugh at anyone who wants these things for our culture, you certainly have that right. Just as many folks have the right to want our mainstream international export, our music, to show us in a respectful light. I'd like to go on the record saying this won't age well, and that's my issue. I love Janelle and Meg the way I love us all, and I don't like this moment. Don't bother debating me. LOL. I don't care. And I do this. For 25 years, I've done this. So read, ponder, or don't. Arie's comments apparently didn't sit well with a lot of folks. Don't nobody care what India Arie think about Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monae. Okay. I mean, he's spicy. This looks like a spicy dude in the picture. Anyways, several others followed up with the same sentiment. At the same time, many people came out to support Arie. She's right. Essence Magazine, Essence Fest was for the classy, sophisticated Black woman, which there are barely any now, right? This is not the EBT or what somebody said. The EBT Awards probably just is appropriate still, but the BET Awards is not MTV. I remember as a child reading Essence Magazine, and the difference between that magazine and other magazines was noticeable. Same with the Essence Fest. That was for India Arie, Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Go Pele, I think that's how you say her name, Mary J, Eric Benet, Faith Evans, Alicia Keys, Kim Maxwell, etc. The R&B vibe. Why is hip hop and raunchiness now incorporated into it? It's very weird. Time and place. That's why she said context. Despite consistently facing criticism throughout the years, Monae and Meg Thee Stallion have maintained that their goal is to promote body positivity. Janelle was caught up in another controversy recently after exposing her breasts while performing at Essence Fest. You can't police me, so get off my areola. The 37. Now she about to be 40 years old. Now Janelle looks super good for 37. She looks like she's still in her 20s. Honestly, it's such a shame, such beauty to waste. The 37-year-old star saying as she flashed her breast while covering her nipple with a flower-shaped sticker. Dozens of social media users followed up with criticism after seeing the performance, but others also defended her right to express herself. So we're going to stop sharing that. Okay. Let me get to these super chats really quickly. Thank you so much, Greaseman, Texas, at candidates twerking for votes now. Yeah, we covered that. What was that last year? Thank you, Sister Beth Shua said, hey, sis, I've been away because the new Zelda game has taken my free time. Girl, I've been trying to let Diablo 4 take mine, so we on the same page. Anyway, good to be back at your cook sessions. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen again. This time we're going to watch a little bit of a video. So here we go. Okay. So I'm not going to stop sharing right now. I'm going to actually, I'm just going to refresh this page so that we can take a look at the comments. Right? Somebody said, I thought Essence Festival was supposed to be a weekend of classy, not ASSY. Okay. So somebody said the Tierra Latrice show, she got a blue check mark. So maybe, I guess she's known. Okay. Before y'all get mad at India, Essence Fest is not known for having these kind of performances. The sets are more classy and showcase elegance, soul, and Black excellence. She isn't denouncing it as a whole. She just doesn't feel that Essence Fest was the place for hot girl twerkulator boot camp. I ain't never been, but I wish India would sing to me. Okay, so some Nick Hollywood said a lot of the aunties in the crowd were disgusted. Many left mid-set, along with some colorful words for Meg. Saw it with my own eyes, but Essence is trying to pull a younger demographic since the girls trip hype died down. The rebrand ain't always for everybody. Y'all know she right. It's such a weird time to be in music. It's more TNA than talent. Obviously, the ladies are extremely talented, but let's not act like it's not overshadowed by rampant sexuality. Sometimes I get it, but all the time, you see more of them naked than you hear about their music. I'm all for being confident with sexuality, but this is a lot. Okay? Somebody said Essence knew what they were getting when they booked her. She's not for kids. Save the outrage. No, we're not going to save the outrage. Funky Dineva, you know who he is. So I've just come to the conclusion it is what it is at this point. What used to be mainstream for Black entertainment in the 90s and early 2000s has become niched. You got two choices: go with it and shut up, or go over there in the corner to hang with the 90s girls. I go in the corner to the 90s girls. You can catch me sitting next to Queen Latifah and changing faces. Janae say they in the parking lot about to walk in. Now this is the spicy dude here. And he said, as you put it, everything ain't for everybody. So this wasn't for you. When we want to burn incense and rub shea butter all over ourselves and dive into our deep spiritual Black selves, we will put on a head wrap and head to one of your concerts if you're booked. Okay, so this is another, seem like a zesty dude. Sister Soldier, if Essence had a problem with it, they wouldn't have been there. It was not a gospel concert. Another zesty. See, it's a trend. So let me get this straight. Meg has been performing like this and singing these songs for 5-6 years now, all over the world. Y'all seen her name was on the bill. Y'all seen she was performing. Y'all attended. Still had something negative to say, knowing what you were getting into. What he fails to realize is people didn't go to Essence Fest for her. Excuse me. Somebody said, I hate when the old aunties constantly criticize everything, like just loosen up and have fun. I love the performance. Don't go to the show if that's not your preference. Okay. Now this is, I'm going to stop sharing. Thank you, Bio said Meg didn't do that at the Country Music Awards. Where's that at again? She didn't dare do that at the Country Music Awards. Because she understood time and place. She understood that they were not going to tolerate the twerking. I don't care what her music say. I don't care what her lyrics are. I don't care what her image is. She wore a dress. She didn't wear all that crazy hair. And she didn't wear all that crazy makeup. She was the prettiest I'd ever seen her. But all of a sudden, among us, we don't understand time and place, because this is how little the Hyena Clan values everybody that look like us. Thank you, Miss Armand. I said Essence has been trashed since Katrina did nothing to help the people who lost everything, kept giving their money to small hats that bought everything. Thank you, Miss Lucasey, for your super sticker. Thank you so much. That is true, Miss Almond. India got dragged, not in those particular comment sections so much, although there were plenty of people who disagree with her. She got dragged under her own comment, the original comment that she made. Y'all know I have my notes. Thank you, Professor Carton. Says she didn't twerk at the Astros game. Time to retire that Malcolm X quote about black women being the most disrespected because the damage now is self-inflicted. The damage been self-inflicted. The damage been self-inflicted for years now. Years now. We gonna talk about how hyenas politicize the ratchetry when you start calling it out. Now they understand history. Now they understand white supremacy. Now they understand, they want to talk about how black women have had it so hard. And, just like that article from this morning was referring to Kiki and her foolishness, and then talking about what black women always, are held back because you're not supposed to talk about them, and they're not supposed to live good, and all that foolishness. We not going there. We are not politicizing the foolishness. Y'all don't get to be black power when somebody call you out and hold you accountable for the craziness that you promote and the active participation in the dysfunction and the crumbling of the so-called community. So we're not going to go into black power. We're not going to go into your blackness. Thank you, Miss 39 Dina. You don't deserve respect. The things that black women will come out in force to defend is appalling and deplorable. Nobody want to respect you. You are disrespected. You are the most disrespected. You are the most disregarded. You are ignored. You are not taken seriously. You are looked over and stepped over. But it is of your own doing. That's why I don't feel sorry. That's why you can't come over here and talk it to me. Because you do it to yourself. I don't care about how you're disrespected because you do it to yourself. Thank you. It's a sterling life. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you, Ruminant. Says Zaddy has gotten us to reboot a bioculture on ourselves. We are degrading our biology and culture while alienating potential allies at the same time. When they run, the end game won't be no help. You run them all off. Precisely. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you said that, Ruminant. I'm almost at a loss for words with y'all. The amount of lies, before I really get into the meat of what I'm saying, the amount of lies that y'all tell as a group of females, you ought to be shamed. Because you sit there and you tell lies about the good that you want. You tell lies about wanting a community back, about wanting your families back, about wanting Black men to be leaders, about wanting to have, the notoriety and the good image and all of these things of wanting a community. I wish y'all would just come out and stop lying, because it's getting just as tiresome as watching y'all twerk all day. I'm tired of you lying, and I'm tired of watching your booty bounce up and down. Because you think going somewhere, bouncing your butt is acceptable, or somebody's supposed to be laughing at that, or somebody's supposed to be having fun. Why is that fun? You fight against everything that is respectable as a woman. Anytime somebody say we got to be respectful and we have to be respectable as women, we have to have a better image as a group of women, because other people will disrespect us given the things that we do and the public appearance. She was talking about your dang on appearance value. And y'all can't take it. Anybody. I want the men listening to me to understand that the women saying it ain't no better than when you say it. Okay? The women need to say it, but we don't get treated no better, and we don't get listened to no more than you. Because it isn't about who's saying it. It's about what's being said. India Arie is talking about Black women's collective appearance value. We look like a bunch of idiots that don't understand time and place and context. We don't know you're not supposed to twerk at little kids' birthday parties and twerk on the little kids. No common sense, no sense of decency and decorum. That is what she said. It shows a lack of discernment. She didn't say cancel Meg Thee Stallion and Janelle Monae. She didn't say that. Funny how Black women have a voice and should have a voice and should be able to say what they want until they call other Black women to the carpet. Now you had these idiots, these young idiots that don't know nothing about India Arie, try to come for her like, oh, she trying to stay relevant. Just because you don't listen to her music don't mean she's not relevant. That twerking ain't relevant either. Little do you know. She said something else that was key. She said it doesn't age well. All that twerk. 15 years from now, do you think Meg Thee Stallion is going to be somewhere really trying to twerk? 30 years from now? Huh? In her 50s and 60s? Her music is not even good enough to be timeless enough that somebody want to hear it 15 years from now. Her music and Beyonce's music is on the same level. It's not timeless. Beyonce music dated like a big dog. I know 2008 when I hear it. The Essence Fest was more for the little bit older crowd, sophisticated Black women. But guess what's in little number now? Sophisticated Black women. And that is what India Arie was referring to. We do not have a group of women that is separated from that foolishness right there. She said it went mainstream. That's her problem. You know, and people wanted to compare. Well, y'all had Freaknik. Freaknik wasn't mainstream. Let's start there. Freaknik was not mainstream. That wasn't something that the majority of Black college age kids was doing. That was actually real specific. And I never went to Freaknik, but it actually went on for quite a few years. And from what people said that actually attended it, that it wasn't just some type of nasty, like they wasn't really doing that. They was partying, but no more than white folk in spring break. So that was not mainstream. Freaknik wasn't something that every Black 17, 18, 19, 22, 23-year-old Black girl was even doing or attending. That was not our collective image as a group of women, Freaknik. That was underground. That was underground. As recently as Lil' Kim's stuff, Lil' Kim was controversial for her overt sexuality. Not everybody is Lil' Kim. Everybody bending over twerking. Everybody copies her album cover where she's squatting in the bikini. Everybody do that. Everybody do that album cover now. That album cover was controversial when she did it. But you know what else Lil' Kim had? She had controversy, but she also had bars. We ain't gonna discuss whether she wrote them or not. She actually dropped hip-hop classics. And she was on the raunchy side of female hip-hop. And she still had to come with bars. She couldn't just rely on that. That was part of her persona, but she couldn't just lay back on that. Thank you. You said, although you don't tell Black men what to do, how do you suggest Black men move forward now that they have a full diagnosis of modern Black women's behavior? Oh, we're going to get to the solution part. We definitely going to get to the solution part. Is my good sis in here? Don't tell me I'm missing my good sis. What's going on, good sis? I see you. I see the beautiful Miss Danica gracing us with her presence. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. Black Study Work said corporate money bankrolling degeneracy. We shall keep calling it out. We definitely gonna keep calling it out. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, I'm with y'all. I'm with you, Craig. She had bars after Biggie. You could still hear his influence, but I'm gonna say she wrote at least the majority of her stuff, her own stuff. But we are going to get to the solutions part, but after these messages, we'll be right back.
Friends and family, I would like you to check out blackcommunityspeak.com. Now, blackcommunityspeak.com is a forum-based website, so something that's very simple, where you can get on, you can get off, get involved with a lot of topics. Now, Black Community Speaks is a place that's for Black men and women to talk about issues that's affecting the entire community. So on blackcommunityspeak.com, they talk about topics in the range of news, what's going on in society, relationships, technology, business, food and recipes, gaming, health and fitness, music, and many, many more. On Black Community Speak, it's a place where you can be safe to say what you want to say without the fear of big tech censorship. So make sure you head on over to blackcommunityspeak.com and sign up today.
All right. I want everyone to go to the link that I have pinned up top in the comments, in the chat box, blackcommunityspeak.com. Okay, go ahead and hit the link for that. Join the forum. It's completely free. A Black brother created that forum in order for us, those of us who are interested in things like solutions, positive conversation about what's going on with the Black community in all of its aspects. Definitely go there, sign up, and participate. Don't just sign up, participate, because we're trying to grow the forum community there, right? So that we can sort of have a place to speak and we don't have to worry about being dragged on Twitter for the stuff that we say and all of that type of thing. So definitely take a moment, to go and sign up at that forum. before we get back to it, let me see how many likes do I got. I think I need to, please tell me this ain't the amount of likes. How many likes I got? Because I'm seeing 113. Please tell me that might be incorrect. But incorrect or not, bam, 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 bam. You gotta hit the like button. Bam, bam. You gotta so we can actually get on into the algorithm. Go ahead and hit the like button. All right. Let me get to these super chats. All right. And then we can get back to the cook. All right. Thank you, Donovan. Let's see. Donovan Sadiq says stupid is as stupid does. It definitely is. Thank you, Dwayne said, if I was Essence, I would never invite 3 or 4 artists ever again. What happened to classy artists like Phil Perry, Najee, Will Downings of the world? Guess being classy in today's age is boring. Yeah, thank you, Miss Beth Shewis and Meg Thee Stallion twerking 15 years from now. Probably you got women my age or older twerking. Remember, Beyonce bit off of A. Marie. She did bite A. Marie. Thank you, Norrin. Thank you, sweetheart. You know, I gotta do the thing. I gotta do the thing.
Thank you for supporting me on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, Barry Littles at Salute Kendra and Crimson Cure family. I support Dennis Sperling when he said Black men must be uncompromising in our support and defense of good Black women who speak out against the bad ones. And thank you one more time to Miss Beth Shewis. I heard that they brought Freaknik back in 2019. I was 18 at the time. A Freaknik 94 didn't go either. Glad that I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go either. And from what I read, they did bring it back like 2019, 2020 or something like that. I don't even know why they wanted to bring that back. Thank you. Habitual Line Sepper said, welcome to NYC. Don't let that masculine Timberland boot energy diminish your light. Every Black woman that they try to break in the industry is being sexualized. This is true, and I'm not worried about Timberland boot energy because we have a similar energy in Chicago. We got a energy in Chicago. We got a what's good, my G? Energy in Chicago. So I'm not worried about it. All right. Black women as a whole consistently fight against decency and decorum and having discernment and things of that nature, because having decency and decorum comes with a sense of responsibility, personal responsibility and accountability for your actions, and a sense and a thought about consequences of your actions. See, when you have decency, that means that you are thinking, that you are not completely acting in just wild chaos, that you are thinking about the consequences of your speech and of your actions. You are thinking about how am I going to be perceived and things of that nature right now. How is that going to affect how other people who look like me are going to be perceived? How does that affect my family? How does it affect my children? How does it affect my husband? How does it affect what kind of representation? What kind of representation am I making? What kind of impression am I making on anybody in the workforce, school, at home, in my neighborhood? What kind of, see, all of that goes into appearance value. It also goes into your belonging market value. I know y'all have probably forgotten about valuable women. That would be your belonging market value. Who am I and how am I perceived everywhere that I go? And right now, Black women's the public perception and image of Black women is so far down the toilet, it is in the septic tank. Like there's no retrieving it. There is no retrieving it. Okay? They only want to have unbridled chaos. Black women are, as a whole, consistently disregarded and disrespected because they are disrespectful. They do not garner any respect due to the actions and then the collective agreement with those actions. This is why I don't do the not all argument. Hyenas, if you want to know. If you are a hit dog hollering right now, and you want me to say some and not all and have a bunch of disclaimers, y'all want me to go door to door all over America so I can write up a list of which one of y'all are hyenas and which one of y'all not. The reason why I don't deal with not all and some and it's because you collectively agree. You will defend any form of dysfunction, chaos, negative, and even criminal behavior. You will defend murder. You will defend sexual molestation of children. You will defend statutory rape. Think I'm lying about the stuff that y'all defend? You will defend graping little kids. You defend that stuff because when you see videos of Black women twerking their booty on underage little boys, you don't say anything. All that you be like, oh, they just having fun. She ain't doing nothing. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all defend that. Y'all defend murdering Black men when y'all defend the deletion of children and the neglect and abuse of children when it's done by a Black woman because y'all will try to give the excuse of, well, she's got a mental issue. We want her to get help. Y'all don't condemn her. Y'all don't condemn it. Thank you, Frederick said 7-year-old Debbie Allen out here twerking on stage. I didn't even see that. You defend statutory rape. Saw a little clip of that. I forgot whose show it was. They was talking to a Black woman and she was talking about how she was with her little boyfriend, but she met him when he was like 17. I waited till he was 18 to date him. No, you didn't. And she was like 28, 29, 30, something like that, 30. But y'all got mad at Marquise Houston for doing the same thing. And that woman grown. Talking about he was grooming her. Didn't say nothing when Brittany Renner did it. So y'all will defend the lowest common denominator. I think that's what bothers me. Before I go into really, I think that's what bothers me about hyenas. There is no bottom for y'all. There is nothing that a Black woman can do except call y'all out. There is no negative behavior that a Black woman can engage in that y'all will actually just condemn without no caveat, without no but, if, and, maybe, without none of that, just a flat out condemnation. There is no behavior. The only thing y'all come out in force to condemn is when people like India Arie say, be a little bit more classy. The only thing y'all will come out to condemn is people like me who come on these social media platforms and call you out. The only thing that y'all will come out and condemn is everything that Kevin Samuel said and then laugh at his death. That's the only thing that y'all will come out and flat out condemn without any, you won't have any reservation about it. Thank you, Miss Bella said no self-control, self-discipline, self-awareness, class, couth, wisdom, respect, low-level femininity, absolutely embarrassing, hold other women accountable. And this is what they hate. This is how you know that this is a demonic spirit. Anytime Black women come out to correct other Black women, that is when y'all gang up and form up like Voltron to come at somebody, try to cancel somebody. Silence on all these Black females kissing and lapping and licking and twerking on Nick Fuentes and wanting him to call them a N-word with a hard ER on it. Silence. See, I think the things that you're silent on are even more troublesome than the things you speak out about. Somebody tried to say, well, most of them women was immigrants, or the use of the derogatory term tethers. First of all, no, they were not. No, they wasn't. Stop trying to scapegoat what Black American women do onto immigrant Black women, because they're involved in the tomfoolery as well. I've seen it, but that does not absolve American Black women for being directly in the line of fire. So we're not going to play that game. Thank you, Jabrina. Thank you. Say it's the collective faux sisterhood. All the hyenas are on demon time. And the good women recognize them and let them be, because demons are always cast out. Thank you so much for that. Very much appreciated. Thank you so much. You know, usually I would be going off right now, but the honest truth is I don't care about hyenas. I don't care about y'all. I want y'all to go when the wagon comes. You hear me? I want you out. Thank you, Gemini 605. Thank you, sweetheart. I don't care about nothing that happened to you, publicly or privately. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. Because y'all are not human to me. Hyenas are not human beings. Hyenas are hyenas, aren't they? So I don't really care about what nobody put you through or what you go through. The only women that I care about is Black women who are lionesses. Those are the Black women that I care about. Before I get into what we need to do off the back of stuff like this, because they're going to keep fighting against decorum. Thank you again, Miss Beshua said, Brother Dennis Sperling's right. These scallywags are making the Black women collective look bad. I'm with you, sis. I will call it out, and they can call me a pick me and the mammy all they want. I won. Exactly. The reason I'm saying that they are not human to me, who do they think is human? Who do they treat like a human being? I'll wait. The demon time is too deep. Nobody is a human being to them. Their children are not human. The men in their life not human. Family members not human. No, white men are not human to them. White men are gods to them. It's different. White men are more than human. White men are superhuman to them. The white man is a god in their eyes, not human. Thank you, Ruminant, saying when they catch them outside and surround them uttering those hard ERs, they will look for help and there will be none. Brought it on yourself. Exactly. So since ain't nobody human to them, why should they be human to me? I don't regard them that way. Because I think one of the things that's most problematic is the community talk. And like I said earlier, how they politicize the tomfoolery. Anytime we start talking about calling them out, they don't want to discuss their active participation. This is why what Dr. Umar said was so inflammatory when he started blaming Black men. See, it wasn't about the blame game, and that's where people got it messed up. The reason why what Dr. Umar said was so inflammatory was because it completely belies and negates the entire argument about us wanting a community and having a community and doing something as a community. To turn a blind eye, or worse yet, to blame another group, Black men specifically, for the active, not the passive, but the active participation in the destruction of that self-same community that Black women do is beyond disingenuous. It was downright atrocious. Thank you, Mike. Andrew says it's unfortunate because Black men need Black women, but if the women are acting like this, it makes things harder for us. So few good ones out here. And see, that's just the thing that I was talking about. They're not women. Who I'm talking about, not even women. I get what you're saying. I'm not arguing with you or anything like that or trying to correct what you're saying. But I don't regard them as women. I don't. They just don't share space. They don't. Janelle Monae came out and said she wasn't a woman. Like, you almost 40 years old. A community will die or it will thrive based on its collective actions and perception. And those things are dictated by collective value system. I've explained before what makes a community a community. Us looking like each other or us living around each other or whatever doesn't make us a community. What makes us a community is a shared value system. Unfortunately, there are too many of us who actually do share this value system. They share a lost value system. Okay? They share no truth in their spiritual value. That one right there is the doozy that knocks all the rest of the pins down. Having zero truth, no concept of the truth, ignoring it, shouting it down, trying to make it to where a truth is a lie and a lie is a truth. That's really the true downfall. Because you can't even tell a simple truth like what India Arie said. That is why we focusing on it, because a simple truth can't be told. Thank you. Let me get to the super chats. Give me just a little second here. All right. Thank you. Utah says, Sister Davis, as a man, please don't give up on your spiritual energy as you keep on teaching. We will encourage you the same as Apostle Paul asked Timothy to encourage him. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you, Nosy French Neighbor. Say, keep on preaching, Ebony Sister. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you so much, Preem. Thank you. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I appreciate all of you all so very much. Thank you. Antoine says, as a fellow Chi-Town man, congrats on your success and move to NYC. I, like most Black men, have walked away, but I am to see Black women like you continue to call them out on their bad behavior. Blessings. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Norman.
Supporting me on my show. Okay. I just wanna thank you for helping me on my show. All right.
Sorry about that. So their behavior is worsening at a rapid pace. Treachery by these women is unacceptable in other communities. I appreciate you, Timothy. They want to be individuals when it is convenient, and then they want to be communities when it's time to hide from accountability and consequences. The talk takes a political turn, and they begin to be victims. And they have to shame you for calling them out. Then they want to talk about systemic issues and the issues that Black women face and all of that type of stuff. And I think that irks me the most. The use of the plight of Black people to justify the stuff that they do and that they agree with. So, time for the solutions. What do we do about it? What do we do about it? Because it is clear that the demarcation between lionesses and hyenas is there. As lionesses, widen the divide. Continue to divide away from them. Do not come together with them. Thank you, Terrence. So just wanted to let you know that I listen to you every day. Keep up the great work and love the show. Thank you so much. Continue to divide. Create an even bigger chasm. Because what we getting caught up in is the rhetoric of the community need to come together. I'm not coming together with these hyenas and these demons. I'm not coming together with no demons. I'm not coming together with no demons. We cast demons out. We don't come together. I'm not singing Kumbaya with no demon. Thank you again, Miss Bethshua. Says some hyena told Brother Phil Scott he needed to team up with Dr. Umar. I was even more insulted that she claimed to be a Hebrew woman. I may in the future talk to Dr. Umar. We might have to have a talk. Divide. We're getting caught up in the rhetoric of come together. The community got to come together. What community? See, we have to define who's the community. Who's in it and who not in it. Because hyenas are not in my community. I don't commune and have unity with demons and hyenas. So for lionesses, step one, divide yourself. I don't care if she's your family. I don't care who the hyena is. If she prove herself out, it could be your mama. Don't be associating. Long handle spoon. You acting funny, don't care. Yes. See, we got to start embracing the shaming language. Go ahead and embrace that. Y'all over there acting funny. You acting like you too good for us. We are too good. We are too good. I'm too good to associate with demon time hyenas. I am too good. Do you understand that? So that don't bother me. Be unbothered. Be unbothered by all of the shame of language. You think you too good for black? You tearing black women down? No, I'm not. I'm tearing down demons and hyenas. I'm not. The black women have never been included. The women who are women, I don't include them. I'm not talking to them. Okay? I speak to my lionesses about hyenas because it is possible for lionesses to get caught up in hyena foolishness. It's possible for lionesses to get caught up in hyena foolishness. So the lioness has to be reminded as well. Okay? Reminders is good for you. Everybody need a reminder. So continue to create the divide between you and any known hyenas. Don't get caught up with them coming around trying to shame you and insult you and try to, you know what I'm saying, pull those lost value heartstrings about, well, you ain't better than us, and you know you ain't supposed to be better than nobody. Yes, you is. Yes, you is. Yes, you are. You are supposed to be better than people. Everybody is not on the same playing field. I'm better than a couple of people. Let's just go to the extreme. Are you or are you not better than Jeffrey Dahmer? Are you or are you not better than a Ted Bundy? Like, so it's some people you better than. Just start embracing that. It's people that I will not associate with because of their mindset, because of the energy they got, because of what they do and how they behave and how they move. I'm not associating myself with you, because when they get the aiming at you and I'm standing too close, I'm either going to get got along with you, or I'm at least going to get the shrapnel. We're not even doing that. If you sit with somebody and all they do all day is have incense and perfumes and colognes, and all they deal in is smell good stuff, and you sit around that person all day, you're going to come away smelling good. Some of that going to get on you. If you sit around with a person all day and all they do is mess with, smoke and fire and they're black, you're going to come away with some soot on you, whether you touched it or not. Your clothes going to be smoky and all kind of stuff. Thank you, Ed Davies said, we are at war and we need to separate from the lost. Exactly. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciated. So it's folks that you better than. So step 1 is widen the divide. Step 2, don't come together with hyenas. Don't come together with them. Don't come together with them. We're divided based on our value system. That is the division. Lionesses see the world, perceive the world, and move in the world differently than a hyena. We move better than a hyena because we have a clearer, truthful perspective. The reason why our value system is so much better is because the first thing that we value is the truth. The first thing that we value is the truth. Our spiritual value is not based on feel-goodism. It's based on the truth. That is almost the be-all, end-all. of why lionesses and hyenas can never cohabitate. We can never occupy the same space. Because I refuse to occupy space with somebody that do not even recognize basic truths. They learn nothing. They go through life living their life in the delusion. They choose actively to do so. It's not even when they got offered the blue pill or the red pill and was told what each one do, they actively chose to stay asleep and in the delusion of the matrix. They actively chose that. So we'll leave them there. I am not trying to rescue nobody that don't want to be rescued. Thank you, John. Said thanks for your leadership. I don't know if I call it leadership, but thank you so much. We are different. Lionesses are built different. Stop trying to mix. These are not your sisters. We do not need to come together with them based on sisterhood nor blackness. Do you understand that, fellow lionesses? They are not our sisters. We do not share nothing with them. They don't like you. They don't love you. They don't respect you. And they'll do anything to you. A hyena do anything to you. I learned that firsthand. A hyena will do anything to you. They don't have nothing that they want to do. See, we be having boundaries, stuff we won't do to people. Thank you, Sterling Lifestyle. I just wanted to let you know that I received the books that I ordered. I used it like a cross on the vampire movies, just seeing the word femininity brought the whole devil out of them. That I can imagine. Don't be kumbaya holding the arm to arm with them. If they your family member, long handle spoon. Hand by. We got to get out of that because we move better, that we can't be hard when it's time to be hard, and be rigid and have a rigid boundary when it's time to have a rigid boundary. Our community does not include hyenas. We are small. The lion pride is small. It's not as many lions as you think it is. And it's certainly not as many lionesses as you think. Because it's a lot of male hyenas that be posing as lions too. Watch out for them. All them little zesty so-called black men, they part of the hyena tribe. It's only so many of them that's got any type of little sense. It's only so many. There's a small little handful of them that's got any type of sense. Leave the rainbow community alone. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. They are neither here nor there. And I got family members that's part of that community. So I know of what I speak. They're neither here nor there. Especially these young ones. The old school, the community, they don't They don't do that. Try to be all in your face. They ain't like the old school rainbow community. That's my age and in their 50s and 60s. See, they knew to keep quiet. You don't even know they part of that community. Some of them don't even claim it. Let's start there. Some of the older ones, they don't even claim that. That's not their community according to them. According to them, they don't need no community. They are who they are. And it is what it is. So I just wanted to say that. That's the solution. We are not joining kumbaya with them at all. Continue to make it very clear demarcation. In your personal life is what I'm saying. And publicly. I just don't associate. See, don't let them tell you scared to talk to them. I don't go on certain channels, not because I'm scared. I'm not scared of nobody. But I'm not going over there arguing with you. Who are you? My time is valuable. You got to pay me. Not coming over there talking to y'all for free. Nobody want to talk to y'all because you make somebody brain itch. You too worrisome to talk to for free. You make my anxiety go up. You got to pay for that. You don't just make my anxiety go up for free and then I walk away empty-handed. You gonna pay me. You're not gonna drive me up a wall for no money. You're gonna hit my Cash App if you want to talk. That's why I don't go to other places. Other places online. I'm not looking for an argument because my position is unassailable. I don't have to defend this because it is the truth. Needs no defense. That's why I don't go to no debates. That's why I don't go to no panels and be trying to talk. I'm not doing that with y'all. Because that would mean that my point is debatable. And it's not. The only way I would be caught at some type of panel or something like that, it'd have to be, I would have to have my own plan and reason why I showed up. You understand what I'm saying? So if I go somewhere, it'll be for the algorithm to get the truth out, just like Kevin Samuels went on like No Jumper and stuff like that to say what he had to say, and then the roommates podcast. And so I didn't agree with going to Vlad TV, but it'll have to be, you know, for the algorithm or something. I have to have my own reason. But just going to argue with a bunch of chicken heads, just to argue with some chicken heads, I ain't doing that. Thank you so much. Again, Utah said we love our sisters. Wish they knew this in spirit. Caucasians don't show their people the same love. Black community to correct and discipline them in love. Thank you, Sister Davis. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anyway, I just needed to come and say that. Jump down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. Once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Oh, and don't forget, go to my website and pick up the book Reclaiming the Black Feminine at crimsoncure.com. Links are in the description if you want it in physical, and if you want it digitally, Amazon sells it as well. Go ahead and get your copy. All right. Once again, jump down section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Right. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.